ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, escorted by his brother and trainer Robert Garcia, the challenger looking to join boxing's elite as a quintuple world champion. Undefeated at 39-0 with 30 knockouts, the current WBC lightweight world title holder, the renowned four-division champion of the world, Mikey Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, before we bring out the defending IBF welterweight champion of the world, let's take a closer look at Errol Spence Jr. Making his way to the ring, escorted by his trainer Derek James, with a record of 24-0 with 21 knockouts. He'll be making the third defense of his title. Here is the reigning and defending IBF welterweight champion of the world, known as The Truth. Please welcome the undefeated and acclaimed Errol Spence Jr.
Errol, let's start with you. You lived in the Dallas area for many years. What's going through your mind when you think about walking out towards the ring at the home of the Dallas Cowboys, AT&T Stadium?
My whole life, so
Mikey, Errol is from the Dallas area. There's also a large Hispanic population in Texas. So what does this opportunity mean to you to get into the ring 1 month from today at AT&T Stadium?
Well, I'm very excited for the opportunity. You know, it's history in the making. You know, I'm trying to establish, a great legacy, and that's the kind of fight that I need. And I know my fans are gonna show up, show lots of support. I have fans just all over the world, and I won't be short of support on fight night.
Errol, Mikey has challenged you. He wants to be in the ring with you. What do you see in him when you watch video, when you watch some of his past fights, and what will be some of the biggest challenges when you step into the ring against Mikey?
Well, first of all, I'm happy somebody challenged me. I've been looking for a name-known opponent, somebody with a record like his and everything that he's established in boxing, being a four-time division champion. So I'm happy that I took on that challenge. But I'm looking for a skillful Mikey Garcia. He's got good talent, a lot of great experience, and with me, I have that pedigree. Even if I don't have the experience, I have the pedigree to overcome anything that he brings to the table come March 16th.
I'm looking for legacy, I'm in search of greatness. Not many fighters get an opportunity to do what I'm doing, fighting another undefeated champion in their prime, and that's the kind of fight that excites me, that's the kind of fight that motivates me, that's the type of fight that I need to bring out the best out of me, and that's why we decided and chose to go after Errol Spence.
Well guys, Mikey, Errol, we have a very special guest joining us now live via satellite from the state of Texas, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys and AT&T Stadium, Jerry Jones. I know you both had the opportunity to attend Cowboys games with Jerry. Errol, you were there on Thanksgiving when the Cowboys defeated the Washington Redskins, and Mikey, you were on hand at AT&T 1 week later on Thursday night, a Fox Thursday night football game, huge ratings for the Cowboys' victory over the New Orleans Saints. Jerry, first of all, thanks for being with us. What was it like to host both of these great fighters? And they both were good luck charms. You guys won both games with Errol and Mikey in attendance.
Oh, yes, they are, and we want them back. But it's just good to rub elbows with champions. I want all they have to get off on me and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, March 16th, Jerry, is going to be a very special night at AT&T Stadium. I know you're looking forward to it. You've hosted some boxing events before, but why will this one be so special?
Well, first of all, the fact that Fox is involved, and it's their interest in championship fighting. We've had some great events with Fox, and they were home runs, the Super Bowl being one of them. So that's exciting to have them there. Secondly, our stadium, you could say, might have been built for boxing. Hanging about 25 feet above the ring will be these fighters 70 feet tall. And the ring goes from the 20-yard line, the video goes from the 20-yard line to 20-yard line. It's an excellent way to feel like you're receiving the blows of these great fighters. So it's a great venue. And then we are so excited for our Hispanic Mexican fan base, the Cowboy Mexican Hispanic fan base. This is a great area for boxing. Our Pacquiao fights were outstanding, and we endear ourselves to be involved in any way the Cowboys can, especially with these two great fighters from this area, with Spence and Garcia. This is a win-win for the Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry, will any of the players from the defending NFC East Division champion, the Cowboys, be at the fight on March 16th?
Yes, it's a natural. We have always had, from Too Tall Jones, who actually fought all the way through. We've had great interest with our players from fighting. We know it's one-on-one, man-on-man in the boxing ring. But we've got some guys that might really could be some pretty good fighters themselves when I think of Ed Too Tall Jones. But we've got Jalen Smith that I wouldn't want to be in there with. Or we've got our other linebacker there, Leighton. And so those guys could make it. But let me tell you somebody that surprised you. I wouldn't want to get in there with Dak Prescott.
I'm sure these guys would enjoy that challenge. Jerry, March 16th, it's 1 month from tonight. What's your message to viewers, fans who may not have purchased tickets yet?
Well, I think, first of all, you'll see a fight with outstanding champions involved. You don't get to see the best go together very often. Secondly, you'll see it in a way that can't be matched at normal sports venues. That's been our experience. That's a special experience. The social, the aura of having that thousands and thousands of people, like a football game, at a fight, but being able to see it like you were in the ring yourself. Now, you catch it whether you're looking at the ring or your periphery catches that big screen, or you're looking at the screen and your periphery vision catches the ring. It's a grand experience, and we're just proud to be a part of boxing.
Well, Jerry, before we let you go, you sent a couple of special representatives from the Cowboys organization who have gifts for both Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, Kashara, and Lacey, with their own personalized Cowboys jerseys.
Cowboy outfit and won the fight, and that gives us all a lift.
Well, Jerry, I know you're going to be on hand at AT&T Stadium this Tuesday, along with Errol and Mikey, 12:30 Central, for another press conference in Arlington, Texas. So we'll see you there. Best of luck, and can't wait for March 16th.
Great. Excited to be in the ring with you.
All right, our thanks to Jerry Jones for joining us as we preview Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia March 16th at AT&T Stadium. Errol, how do you envision this fight coming to an end 1 month from today?
My vision with my hand being raised, being victorious, whether it's a knockout or whether it's a 12-round grueling fight. You know, like I said, we're preparing for the best Mikey Garcia. I'm preparing for Mikey Garcia, skill-wise, strength-wise, talent-wise, and not only all that, but boxing IQ-wise. You know, I feel like what makes him a great fighter is his boxing IQ and his ability to think in the ring under pressure, whether he's boxing or he's coming forward. So, you know, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're game planning on. And, you know, like I said, I'm prepared, and I'm gonna show the world that I have a lot of different and better skills and techniques and talent than just coming forward. I don't know if they think I'm a Margarito or just a fighter that just bulls ahead and just steamroll my opponent. I mean, I can do that if I have to, but it's a lot of different, you know, skills and talent to my game other than that.
And your trainer, Derek James, also from the Dallas area. Derek, thanks for being with us. 1 month to go. How excited are you for this event, AT&T Stadium, to walk towards that ring with Errol?
Very excited, and I think that a date like today for us to see each other and be inspired even more, push us a little more, and we'll work a little bit more harder because we see it's here, it's less than a month away, so I can't wait for it.
Now, you were named Trainer of the Year back in 2017. Robert Garcia, Mikey's older brother, Trainer of the Year back in 2011 and 2012. As you prepare, Mikey, for this fight, what are the biggest challenges when you look ahead to 1 month from today when Mikey steps into the ring with Errol?
It's a big challenge, you know, going up 2 divisions and challenging the best welter in the division. But look, it's not like it's never done before. Other fighters have done it. I know Mikey has the skills, has this power, has the IQ to pull it off, and that's what we're going to go to Dallas to do it. That's what we're going to do.
Mikey, we asked Errol the same question. How do you see this fight ending on March 16th?
Well, I'm ready for whatever Errol Spence brings on fight night. I am prepared to do whatever it takes to win this fight. This is the fight that I wanted. This is the fight that I've been asking for. And I'm not letting this fight slip away. I'm going to make sure that I win this fight to establish myself as the best fighter currently right now, and probably one of the best of this generation, and eventually one of the best of all time.
2 undefeated champions, Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia. We are going to take some questions from members of the media who are with us today here in Los Angeles.
Mike Coppinger here from Ring Magazine. Mikey, as one of the best fighters in the world, this underdog role is probably unfamiliar to you. How does that give you extra fuel heading into the fight?
Well, even though a lot of people believe that I'm the underdog, I mean, I don't see myself as no underdog. You know, I'm a 5-time 4-division world champion, you know, undefeated 39-0. That's not an underdog. I don't think he sees me like an underdog either. He knows who's in front of him. He knows he's preparing for the best Mikey Garcia. You know, it's no easy task for either one of us. But it does motivate me that I have this challenge in front of me. This is the fight that excites me. This is the type of fight that I want. And this is the type of fight that I need for my legacy, for my career.
Errol, for you, Errol, the biggest win of your career was when you tripped over to England and knocked out Kell Brook. But what kind of unique challenges is Mikey Garcia going to present to you?
I mean, the only challenge that I really see is just overall, it's just, you know, he's very fundamentally sound, and just his boxing IQ overall. He's coming to win. I mean, he says he sees something in me that he feel like that he can exploit, and I'm looking forward to it come March 16th. Like I said, I mean, they've been doing a lot of interviews and things like that. I think recently they said they were gonna knock me out, so hopefully they keep that same energy they have outside the ring, and once they get in the ring, the bell ring, they'll bring that energy in with them.
Thank you.
Marcos Villegas with Fight Hub. Hello, Mikey. Hello, Errol. The first question is to you, Mikey. What do you feel is the most dangerous thing that Errol does, and what's the biggest thing you respect about Errol as a fighter?
Well, an obvious, you know, is the size, the weight, the strength. You know, he's very dangerous. He's very powerful. You know, he's undefeated with 24 victories and 21 by knockout. You know, so that's the obvious, you know, thing to point out. But everything else he also does right. I told people that he reminds me of me. A lot of it reminds me, he does everything well, nothing crazy, nothing flashy, but he does everything well. Good footwork, good balance, good speed, good combinations, you know, good defense. Everything, you know, is done well. So I gotta respect him. I gotta respect his skills. I gotta respect his power and size, because that's probably the only advantage that he does hold over me, the size. But other than that, I think I'm a better fighter in every other way. Just by a little bit, but I'm a little bit better.
Question now for Robert. Robert, what do you think is the thing that the other side is overlooking in your brother?
Look, I don't think they're overlooking Mikey. They know the skills, they know the power, they know the talent is there. They're getting ready for a great fight. They're getting ready to, like they've done it before. They're getting to defend their title. That's what they're getting ready for. So I don't think they're overlooking Mikey. I think they know they're in for a real fight.
Now, Errol, same question to you. What's the most dangerous thing that you see in Mikey, and what's the biggest thing you respect about him as a fighter?
The most dangerous thing I see about him, like I said, he's fundamentally sound in his ability to think in the ring. A lot of fighters are not capable, especially under pressure or under distress, to think in the ring and have the ability to think and overcome different things and switch gears. That's what made Floyd Mayweather so great, because he was able to adapt. And the most thing I respect about him is just, his willingness to become great. He took this fight where he wanted to fight, and he called me out on it, and it was an easy fight to make. That's another thing I respect about him. It was an easy fight to make. We didn't go back and forth and have disagreements. Basically was made right on the spot. So I just respect, his old school fighter's mentality and his just his whole style and his whole respectful manner about him.
Derek, what does this moment mean for you?
Well, it's great. I think that for me as a trainer, and this is a part of my maturation, to constantly grow, constantly be bigger and constantly be better, and constantly keep my guys developed and keep winning. So it's everything. At the same time, I think that one of the greatest challenges you can say is that the intellect. You have the intellect of Mikey Garcia, you have the intellect of Robert Garcia, and you have the intellect of their father. So, it's all about being smart, being intelligent. That's a great challenge.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much for the questions. Errol, Derek talked about the challenge of going up against Mikey Garcia and his terrific boxing family. Do you look at this as one of your toughest challenges so far?
Like I always tell people, I wouldn't know if it's my toughest challenge until I get in the ring with him. So you can ask me that after the fight. So everything's unexpected. So I wouldn't know if he's my toughest challenge on paper. It probably is one of my toughest challenges. With me, I see he's more fundamentally sound and capable. I feel like his boxing IQ is one of the best in boxing, with his father and his brother. So, on that aspect, he is one of my toughest challenges, especially fighting at home. It's always hard fighting at home in front of your fans, because you want to please your fans, you want to put on a great performance. So I just got to block all that out and just focus on Mikey Garcia.
Mikey, what has your family meant to you as far as your boxing career?
Well, my dad and my brother are the best. They know me better than anybody else. I want to give them, satisfaction. I want to give my dad, my brother, the satisfaction, inside the ring by getting these wins, by getting these world titles. My dad has done great as a trainer. He's had his share of victories with his champions, with his fighters. My brother is one of the greatest trainers. Numerous world titles earned with different champions. Now I gotta deliver, I gotta put my little piece, I gotta give my 10 cents. My brother, my dad, myself, we're a great team. We work together to accomplish great things, and that's what this fight is gonna be. We're working together to accomplish greatness.
Well, Mikey, Errol, thanks again for being here today. You guys have another press conference Tuesday in Arlington. Let's come together for one final photo op with the Cowboys jerseys, cheerleaders, Tashara, Lacey, Thomas and Van Hearns as well. March 16th, AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Don't miss it. Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. Kate, back to you.